Season 1 of the show Peacemaker, it is an interesting and very hilarious TV series. What I would say is that we follow the character Peacemaker from the Suicide Squad in its own show. And I have to say, I was quite surprised at how good this TV series was. This was an excellent first season, I must say myself. Man, I must say, James Gunn is simply brilliant for creating this TV series. And for those who are wondering, yes, I will be spoiling the first season. So if you haven't seen the first season of this series, then don't watch this review. Christopher Smith, aka Peacemaker, he is obviously the character we saw in the Suicide Squad last year. And so this takes place after the events of that film. And it follows him joining Project Butterfly. What's Project Butterfly? It is a couple of butterfly-like aliens that are parasitic that takes over their human hosts. And well, basically, it's up to Christopher Smith and the rest of this Black Ops squad in order to stop them from controlling a lot of things on planet Earth. I must say that I really enjoyed this series. This first season was so damn hilarious, especially the opening intro to this show. Like when I first saw it, I was just laughing out loud because James Gunn wrote a series that resonates a lot with these characters. You see, Chris Smith, Peacemaker, he's not an evil person. He did some bad things in the Suicide Squad, but there's reason behind it. You know, his upbringing, the fact that he thinks that it's his fault that his younger brother died when he was younger, the fact that his father is actually a supervillain called the White Dragon, played by Robert Patrick, and Peacemaker's dealing with a lot of shit in this first season. I must say, other characters like Hardcore or John or even Vigilante, they all did an excellent job with their respective roles. And not just that though, but in the first 3 episodes of this season, we learn a lot about Peacemaker to why he's the person that he is. And it is some interesting backstory, I must say. Throughout these 8 episodes, he learns a lot about himself, what he's like around these people, and the mere fact that when he's all alone, he feels like he's falling apart. I must say that this series is very brilliant for what it is. And not just that though, we also see some interesting characters throughout this first season, such as Jewel Master. And what about Peacemaker's pet eagle, Eagly? Very cute, it's awesome. And it's another aspect of why this show was so good. And while this show isn't perfect, it does have its entertaining moments. It's hilarious. It's a show that DC got right. You know, I don't say that often about DC shows. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed some DC shows over the years, but this one right here is just really good. The characters, the story, the narrative, the music, it's all comes together to make for quite an entertaining TV series. You know what I found real interesting about this first season? It was written in 8 weeks by James Gunn back during the COVID quarantine. He only written it because he was bored. He did it for fun. He didn't actually think that would be picked up for a series to become one of the best DC shows on TV. Now, don't get me wrong, DC shows have been kind of mixed for me over the years. We had the CW DC shows that are out now. We had Smallville. We had so many DC shows over the years, but I don't think any of them has been just as good as this show has been because these characters, they feel real. They feel like how people actually react in this situation. And not just that though, John Cena, he did an excellent job playing Peacemaker. You know, I wasn't too fond of his character in the Suicide Squad because he killed Rick Flag. So I was seeing if he would have some kind of redemption in this 8 episodes. He kind of does. Him and Amelia, they get along just fine near the end of the season. Him and Leota, who is the daughter of Amanda Waller, she said she's not made for this shit, but at the end of this first season, she accepts responsibility and get things done. And Vigilante is just a straight up sociopath. But he is, well, he has his own quirk and charms. And then we also learn about Chris White, the way he is, because his father was racist. He was a white supremacist. He is the White Dragon, and he has a significant impact on Christopher's life when he was growing up. And that's why Peacemaker is all messed up. And it's just a lot of shit goes down in all these 8 episodes. I was laughing to begin, and this is such a enjoyable series. James Gunn, I'm glad he made this series because this series awfully reminds me of, the hit show The Boys. Only exception is these characters feel more real. And this is just a series that I'm glad got another season, and it's going to be interesting seeing John Cena continue to play this character, hopefully for years to come. I'm giving this first season 8 out of 10. We even learn more about these butterfly aliens. Simply because they're looking for not just a home, but they need their own food source, hence why the season finale is probably action packed. I have to say that this series has potential to be even better for what it is. And also, hats off to Freddie Stormer. He did a good job acting. Hats off to all actors in this series. And I was wondering what season 2 is going to be about, simply because at the end of this season, this Black Ops squad ended up stopping the Bloodflies, ended up taking them all out and stuff. And it makes me wonder, are we going to get more cameos? Because we saw Ezra Miller and Jason Momoa come back for their respective roles as The Flash and Aquaman. So I'm wondering what season 2 is just going to be about. But it's going to be interesting to say the least. And because of the music in this show, some of the songs I had never listened to before, so it had led me to listen to this old rock and roll music. So I must say that was pretty cool. And that's my review of the first season of Peacemaker. Okay, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this TV series. Alright, this is Slim Guy 172 saying, peace out.